Going live. All right. So this is the last week I'm going to do a video. Next week I will be here in the lab if anyone wants to come. Anyone has any extra questions. I'll probably be doing grading and posting that sort of stuff. If you have any questions, keep on emailing me. There are some people that don't have their finals for yet. I know a couple people do, which is awesome. I'm hopefully going to get Samba running tonight. I got busy over the weekend and this week. Didn't have any chance really after working at all this week. I've been working like crazy, but I was going to install Fedora 22 on my system because, well, it's going to be released here in a couple weeks. The official release date is supposed to be the 26th. That almost always slips about a week or two. So expect by the first week of June that there will be a Fedora 22 out. And there actually are quite a few features in 22 that look worth upgrading to. Anyway, so it's coming out soon. And which is why I was going to upgrade it to it, so I could at least that way have it. Just by updating my system, I would have the release as well. But I didn't get that done, so I was stuck with, okay, well, I got to get this working. I came in here a little bit early. I compiled it by hand, and I haven't installed it by hand yet. So if this doesn't work, if the RPM doesn't work, then I can at least install it by hand and maybe get this thing working. But it's going to happen tonight, one way or another. Even if I have to set up an old NT style domain to get it working, I'm going to do it. So right now I'm just waiting for it to finish building the RPM. And so RPM is the package file format that like Yum works with. There are other different types of package formats. I think we talked about this previously, but just as a recap, there are different types of package formats that Linux uses, and RPM is just one of them. But this goes through and it compiles a package, does everything that's required to make the package work with your system, and makes the RPM so that I could give the RPM to one of you guys and you could install it, so that you wouldn't have to go through this entire process, which is nice, really. So it's a preferred method for me if I can build an RPM. I'd rather build the RPM than do it by hand. Although doing it by hand sometimes is the way you got to do it. And the last time it got to the very last step and basically found a file that it didn't know what to do with. So it's like, I'm dying. Sorry. Oh, but it's writing RPMs. Look at that. It's writing all these RPMs for me. I'm excited. Now, I'll be more excited if it actually works. All right. Moment of truth. x86-64. Want to install all those RPMs. They're in my local directory, and we'll see if it dies horrifically. It hasn't died yet. Okay. Well, what's going on? Don't tease me like this. Oh. Okay. Like an idiot, I forgot to increase this version number, so it thinks it's already installed, even though I have a better version installed. So I'm going to do a yum downgrade. I think I can do that. Samba star. DNF. I used to be able to downgrade. Dang it, DNF. I liked you so much. What if I do this? Do a yum remove. Why is it removing all the? No, 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 no. This yum equals yum because I need to do a downgrade. Yum downgrade Samba star. Apparently, that's a feature they haven't added into DNF yet. It's actually kind of handy if you have a package that breaks your system and you need to go back, you could do a downgrade. At least you used to be able to. I don't know. They might have removed the functionality from Yum too. Yum is so slow. Ugh. Oops, nope. Shift home. Shift. Oh, it's about time to start. It is so amazing how much better DNF is than Yum. Yep. See if DNF has it. Hey, how's it going? I don't care. Yum, remove the Python, give the box, and the DB. Think DB. No, no, no. Ah. Huh. Error. Love it when there are errors. Package Samba Python requires Samba 2.4.1. Another tires can be installed. Yum. Remove. Samba Python. This is the really hackish way of doing what I want to do. But it might actually work. Do a yum. Should have tried that the first time. Reinstall. Obviously. Now I can't update my system, otherwise I break Samba again. But we'll see if it works. I have a sinking feeling it won't, but maybe it will. I should have switched back to DNF. This is so slow. All right. Nope. Well, some CTL status named. So that's running. That's running. That's running. That's running. Oops. I get the order of the words right. So systemctl firewall D stop, it's system stop firewall D. So in theory, it's time to test out. I don't think it's going to work, but we should try it. Oh, darn. Oh, let's make sure that our we can still ping Mercury. We can still ping Mercury. Let's do this. Home tail-F for follow, and we'll see what happens when I do this. Nothing. It does nothing. Wow. Isn't that awesome? Okay. So let's do Wireshark again. We'll make this Alderon again. We want that one. And then we want TCP dot port not TCP dot port equals 3386. No, what is it? This one right here, 3389. That was close. Basically, I just applied a filter so I don't see the remote desktop traffic because I am remoted into the system. It's generating a lot of network traffic that I don't particularly care about because it's me moving my mouse across the screen. And I can probably also do and not NDMS. Oh, not. Okay, that's pretty quiet. So let's try this. Huh. Why are you not working? Let's try just doing something. Maybe enable privileges option is deprecated. Okay, thanks. Not like me. Probably because I don't know how to use it. All right, you know what? I'm saying the RPM has effectively failed. I'm going to go and do this by hand. Fortunately, I did all the heavy lifting prior to class, so I'm just installing the latest and greatest version of Samba, which is actually a whole point release newer than what we're running on 21 and 22. Of course, maybe this might be slow too. Oh no. No, no. No, no, no. I did all this. No, it's okay. I still did all this. I don't know why it's the joys of writing or using hand compiling uh, software. By the way, there are cookies here. Also, they're good. Very good. Did you get your stuff figured out?
Yeah, I got it. Running stuff on it.
All right.
I might show you this.
Okay.
That's all.
Oh, waiting for these is terrible. Guess I should have installed it beforehand. I'm not even worried about the RPM.
What are you?
So what's happening is when you hand compile a program, they give you the source and you basically run the compiler that turns all that source code into machine code. And in a large and complicated system like Samba, there are, I mean, potentially like thousands of files that all interoperate with each other. And what's happening right now is the linking process, which I'm not probably the best to explain it, But the way I understand linking is that you're basically creating libraries like DLLs in Windows for the rest of the system to use. And I think that's probably a poor explanation, but it definitely deals with these SOs, which are shared objects. Um, and it's probably completely wrong, but just basically for simplicity's sake, what you're doing is you're taking the compiled code and making it work, interoperate with the other stuff that's on your system. Because I already went through the compile process, and I could have swore it did all this already, but maybe not. Um, Compiling code is always fun. Maybe that's one reason why I like interpreted languages. You don't have to wait for compiling; it just works. Like you run, and you're done. Roll. Okay, roll. Okay, so it says installed successfully. So now do I have? Nope. Outstanding. Where did it install it? Let's update our search database. Yeah, this projector sucks. Nobody moves enough, it'll be great. Can everyone see that well enough? Is it in focus? My eyes are kind of going on me, so. Yeah, the green looks blurry to me, but the black looks fine. One or two. That looks pretty good. Green looks less blurry. So, Samba. I went with a build Samba myself. That. I did that. All right, cool. So, where did it do any of this? I wonder if it has user local Samba. No, not that one. That one. All right. Well, we got Samba tool. I'm done with that. Let's do this. Samba tool domain provision. And it doesn't even friggin' have it. Oh, wow. All that for nothing. So even though I have Samba tool now, it doesn't have anything about domain, anything. Wow. That's outstanding. Let's do domain. Well, they have provision. Oh, okay. PC. Sure. Um, fine. Holy crap. Realm must not be equal to short domain name. Hold on. Realm is. What's galaxy in Spanish? Anybody know? Because I don't remember. And translate galaxy. Of course. Thanks, Google. That was smart. English. Oh, Russian. Galactica. That's dumb. Galaxia. Nice. Galactica. It is. Lactea.galactica. Nope. Realm equals Lactea and user Sama must match chosen realm Lactea.galactica. Remove smb.conf file and let provision create it. So let's do an mv user local samba etc smb.conf to user local samba etc smb.conf dot orig. Well, that was much easier. Wow. User local samba private carib.private.conf to etc carib.private.conf. I don't know if that'll actually work. Probably actually want to restore that. That's not really cp carib.conf to etc dot back etc carib.conf. I'm glad I made that backup. By doing a copy of the file to a .back, that allowed me to back up the file in case it got totally horked, which looks like it would have. So, okay. Now I just need that service to run. So let me do a system CTL, add SSMB, stop. Okay, SMB control. No, I don't want that version of SMB control. I want this SMB control. That's much better. So this version of SMB control, which is what the system has, is the 4.1.17. This SMB control that I'm wanting to run is 4.2.1. And I should be able to then say, no. I want my SBIN. Yes, I do. SMBD. No, I don't want that. All right. SMBD is not running. Okay. So system CTL stop names. It's saying it can't listen to port 53. Netstat-mtp grep 53. Who is that? Oh, DNS mask system, CTL stop, DNS mask. I don't want you to have it. 2176. You're dead, DNS mask. Dead to me. System CTL stop KRB5 KBC service. Great. What does it not like now? Well, that would suck. Well, that's fantastic. Yeah, me too. Well, that sucks. T9. Oh, it is running. You gotta be kidding me. Okay. Oh, let's try it. Galactica. What does that look like? It's spelled wrong. Did I spell it wrong? Let's do T dot dot less CD, etc. Oh, here, let's do this. CD dot dot. And domain. Awesome. Uh, that's actually really good. But my DNS isn't working. Awesome. How do I um for internal DNS? Maybe I have to reprovision this with Find, but I really don't want to. I want it all to work. Well, dang it. Thank you. That is exactly what I would like to do. Oh. It's saying Samba tool, DNS, add, Mercury. Sorry, you guys probably can't see that. I can barely see that. Mercury dot lactea. The host name. 172.16.0.16.172. What happened? Oh, the power strip is gone? Oh, that sucks. Just take it or something? Ah. Server. So, yeah. .93. Server. Name. Oh, let's do this. Add Mercury. Lactea.galactica. What's the demo? Ah. I does not like it. Someone last. The last video I make. I'll be here next week though. Yeah. Probably hang out, do kind of the administrative stuff for getting things done. Help out anybody who comes, which if you guys want to come, maybe order pizza, hang out, yes. If you want to.
What days they got on time on?
It's the 14th.
Yeah,
Samba Tool hates me. Well, that's the system I want to join, but I can't even.
all the ones planet that got blown up.
Yep, that was Bale Organa was from Alderaan, who took in Leia.
Yeah. But you can't join it. You got to slow it.
Okay, thank you. Samba tool, DNS, DNS server info. The object name is not found. Why? It does not like me at all. Why? Can I do a DNS dump? Yeah. I guess I should have tried that, huh? Nope. Oh. Oh, that's okay. NT satisfaction refused. That's better. There we go. Much better. Uh, DNS add Mercury. Mercury.lactea. Mercury. A10 or 172.16.0.193. Right? Nice. DNS name does not exist. Great. I wish they would give me an idea as what this demo nonsense was. Maybe this. Here, let's try this. Mercury. Just do Bactea.galactica there. There we go. Just took me a second to figure out what they were wanting. Now I should be able to look Mercury. Well, that's fine. I don't care about that. So what I care about is this. Oh, okay. Mercury. Huh. No internal type for both IPv4 and IPv6 addresses. That's a new one on me. Well, let's try. Oh, Wireshark died. Oh well. Oh. Oh, bad username or password. Ha 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 ha. Of course. Come on. Whoa, yeah. That took way too much effort, but it works now.
So you created the
I created a domain controller
okay.
with my laptop. My laptop is now Windows. Bloody hell, that's okay. Fine. Good, let's do it. Restart. So now I joined this Windows computer to my domain controller, which is my laptop, operating at Windows 2008 R2 level, which is awesome. I'm going to download the Windows administration tools. We're coming up a little like right on 8, but I want to see if I can install the Windows administration tools and use regular Active Directory administration tools to manage my Linux Active Directory server, because that would be freaking awesome. Because basically, in the eyes of Windows, then this Linux box would be just like any other Windows box, because you can manage it with the same DNS tools, the same.
You can operate Linux.
Yeah, the Linux Active Directory domain controller part. Which, if you're looking at buying Windows Server to do a domain controller, just to give you an example of why this is important. Purchase. So this is how much it would be for standard or essentials. You don't really want. You can't really do a ADDC with essentials, but yeah, it looks like the cheapest price is $574. So you can do it for free.
No, that's
Yeah, but the thing is, you can, I mean, it works. The difference between 2012 R2 and 2008 R2 in terms of domain controller is really effectively zero. Let's do our desktop there again, since our system's back online. Now I'm going to log in as the domain administrator. Maybe. Come on. Come on, little guy. You can do it. Why doesn't it like me? I'm going to go look at this console. Oh. Okay. Well, it's saying my username and password are incorrect, even though I put them in 3 or 4 times correctly. Let's look at. Oh, okay. Other user. Okay. So now I'm logging in with the credentials that I created, the domain administrator account. We'll see if that works. Shut this off again. That was my fault. I think the system's just being slow. Or did you get the same IP address? Hopefully, you got the same IP address. No. Main controllers are good, but they're not that good. At least not with log configuration. Without log. I think I know why. It has to do with DNS. Not at all. That's actually set correctly.
Is that up on top of this one? Is it different?
No, same IP address. Okay. Oh, okay. See if I can run something nice. That's the view. All right, that. Look at that. So I'm going to kill this session and see if I can get in again. There we go. Huh. I don't know why it's not letting me in the remote desktop. I'm going to that. It's slow. Okay, that's fine. No, that's fine.
No, I'll look at the rest of the.
All right. So this computer I joined was crappy.
This is the computer.
That's the computer I joined right there. Hi, Mike. Can you get it the one computer solution?
This part of the one.
Not the power bar, just the yeah. Just hold it. Power it on, power it on. So let's try that again. I fixed what I think the problem was. Basically, the domain we had put in before was just Lactea, and the domain I have now is lactea.galactica. And because it was just leaking Lactea, it couldn't find any of the resources in the network. So we're going to attempt to log in. It joined successfully, which is awesome. And I was able to log in on the computer as the domain admin. So basically, it had to look up those credentials from my laptop. So that's pretty cool. It's joined. It just is being wonky for whatever reason. Let's try once more. Once it says hit Control Delete, we should be able to log into it. All right. Well, it's being slow. Is there a hard drive light on it? Is it just stop? Oh yeah, that thing is a camera. The poor computer is overloaded. But with this, I mean, you can do everything. Group policy, everything that Active Directory can do, you can do freer. I'm going to try logging in locally as the domain administrator. Ah. Oh. There we go. Oh, look at that. It's actually logging me in. I don't know why remote desktop is being so weird. But it is.
So you should be able to use your laptop to control that.
Well, right, just to log in through remote desktop. Okay. And that's how I was logged in previously, so I'm wondering why it's not. I've never seen it do this exact thing. Ooh, connection established using SSL. All right, so I logged in successfully over there. Let's do Lactea /administrator. Wypłynę majce Timeless Music. Tak. Willkommen. Nein. Oh, it's yellow. What do we want here? You just have logged in locally. It's awesome. Oh, like that. Good one. I bet this hard drive is dying. Slow into that. No, that's what I expect for a non-SSD. Weird. All right. Let's see if we can just go back to logging in as a local user. Admin. Weird. It won't let me log in remotely, apparently, but other than through the local account. But that's okay. I still logged in locally as the domain administrator. Let's see if I can go out and download the administrative tools, the Active Directory administrative tools, because that's actually pretty cool. If we can get that working, and then then you can add, remove computers, users, whatever. Windows 7. Admin tools. Remote server administration tools for Windows 7. Neat. Pretty sure which version of Windows is this. 64-bit. Cool. Man, someone needs to learn about anti-aliasing. That's horrible.
What's that?
Anti-aliasing? You can't really see it on the projector. Well, maybe you can if I shut this off. Well, on my laptop screen, that looks terrible. These are jagged. Yeah, it's harder to tell. Anti-aliasing is what makes those jagged lines go away. That did download, right? Where did the download go?
Oh, it did.
Come on. There we go. Holy crap, we're flying. I don't know. The internet must be amazing today. I should go to speed test, see what you're getting, because this is like. I wish I could get this internet at home. Of course, if my dog hadn't chewed through my cable, I probably would be getting these sort of speeds. Nice. Look at that. It's probably faster than that because that's my as fast as my NIC is here. Wow, and it's symmetric too. Who wants this internet? Oh wow. I'm glad I made sure we got gig to all the computers here. That's awesome. All right. No wonder it was so fast. What? Lovely bed of debugging systems. Oh, great. Trip service. Why? Windows update.
So it's not, you won't download that.
Well, the computer's being sucked. What is it doing? I'm thinking this hard drive is on its way out because this is not acting normal. Huh. Windows update probably died. Yeah, refresh. Great. I picked the system that's all sorts jacked up. Oh, Bits isn't running? Great. So that's good news. I don't really know if this is going to help anything, but we'll try it. We're just increasing the timeout of this. HKey local machine, system, current control set, control, new D word. Okay. Restart the computer. Nobody had time for that. Well, that's probably why you can't log in remotely either. Because this thing is just, none of the services are. But 3,000 milliseconds is 30 seconds. All right, fine. Restart. Yes. We'll try it once more. If it doesn't work, well, then that's okay. We at least got it to join. I'll chalk up all the problems I'm having to the fact this computer is jacked up. Fair enough. Dang it.
They went on CD-ROM.
Yes.
That's what asking me to use it for.
Well, do you have a CD?
I think
Well, then mounting the CD is not going to do anything because you need a CD to mount.
It's like nothing to Discord.
But I tried to load this stuff, it's like 2 apps. Yeah. What is
That's like an equivalent to Yum, but let's see, what does it say?
well, it's this Raspberry Pi. It's one of this Mac.
Oh,
But I haven't been able to get it to run.
right, because there's no apt-get.
Okay.
Most of the time, you can get by with just replacing apt-get with Yum, although that's specifically for directions for the Pi. You know what the Pi is? Pi is actually pretty cool. The little computer, and they're about this big. They're about the size of a. No, they don't really show any. So, oops, images. There we go. So that's a normal SD card right there, and that's a Raspberry Pi. And a Raspberry Pi is a full-featured computer. Well, there's a good example. That is a USB or a HDMI connector. That's an HDMI connector. That's a micro USB. That's SD, and then Ethernet, obviously. So this thing is incredibly small. Like it's only.
The actual Pi is that.
That's the Raspberry Pi. Yeah.
So so I wonder what this is telling me.
So you can may be able to translate that into Fedora by just replacing the apt-get with Yum, but maybe not too, because the repositories on there aren't exactly the same.
Like, and then it's like get a phone. I don't know. GIP.
Yeah, and that's even more complicated.
Okay.
Because what that's doing is Git is a distributed source control system. So if it works, I use something very similar called Mercurial. Doesn't really matter. But what it does is it allows developers to check in and out their code. And when you're doing a Git pull or a clone, what you're doing is you're connecting to their development server and pulling down the latest source code of what they've already written. Yeah. And now remote desktop doesn't want to work at all. Because it says connecting to SSL and dies. Awesome. Let me try logging in locally again. Yeah, this is hard. I didn't do it. I promise you Linux didn't hork up this Windows computer. I'm pretty sure that the hard drive just died. Because the reason I can tell that is even though the response times were good, things are taking forever to load. And generally when you see stuff like that where it's just a blank screen and things are trying to load, it means one of two things. It means you have malware, which there was no sign of malware infection. I mean, no pop-ups, no craziness there. Or a bad hard drive, in that it's either swapping out to disk using the page file, it's just hitting with too much virtual RAM. But the fact is, it's a fresh reboot, so it shouldn't be doing that at all. And even if it were actually powered off, we'll do one more reboot to see if it'll work. And but I still think it's the hard drive.
Yeah. So everyone didn't get this phone.
No, you should be able to do it, actually.
I tried it, and I got what I did with the big file,
Okay.
but I haven't got it. This is
Oh.
I did get the radio part working. I sent you a screenshot of that.
Awesome. That'll work for me. All right, so it's pinging again. That's a good thing. Really don't know what I'm expecting here. Come on, Windows. Don't be dumb. Today only. Can you log into that one? Yes. The password, the username is admin with a capital A. And it's SDL 133L, the @ and B. Yes. Yes. L @ B. Oh, maybe this will work. I'm not holding out any help. I did get that downloaded, didn't I? Well, I downloaded it. It was just yeah, there it is. So here, let's set that one up, see if we can join it.
That one's work.
Yeah, much. All right, I'll see if that works. We'll see if this is any happier. Hey, Windows Update Service entered the running state. That's a good thing. No, I just joined it, so we'll see if we can connect to it. That was 0.41, right? Okay. We'll do a ping 172.16.0.41. 41?
Is that or 193?
I'm 193.
Oh, okay.
Come on. All I want to do is log in. Can you log into that and give me the IP? That's 42. Uh, 0.19142.
That's that one.
Well, maybe. There's probably others in here that are the same. Ask me later. Yeah, okay. I get it. Yar. Actually, I don't know that it is this one. Nope. Yeah. Awesome. SDL 133L at B. Well, since we're here, I'll join this one too. Well, no. I don't want to get too carried away. Because more than anything, I just want to see this work. Ah! All right, what is it? How did we get 40 out of that?
Oh, 43.
Well, 43. 43? Is remote desktop enabled? You gonna check that? It's easiest if you right click on computer and go to properties, and then on the left hand side there's a remote settings. And then
Oh, yeah, that's all right.
yeah, do the less secure. The second option. Yeah, okay. You said it's 4-3? Huh. You turn the firewall off? Nope, never mind. Don't worry about it. As long as you already turned it off, that's why I got it. What do they call it? Lactea? No, because if that would have worked, it would have asked me. I should be able to run this as administrator. There we go. And I am Lactea administrator. They've even got a Kerberos ticket from my laptop right here. Well, the fact I got to this part where I can see that I have a Kerberos ticket and I'm joined to the domain is pretty much good enough for me. I don't want to waste any more time, more of you guys' time. I know you got to drive to Buffalo, so hopefully I haven't lost everybody from the screen share. Probably have. Yes. Dave's still here. He's sticking it out. All right. Well, I'm actually going to stop the broadcast. That way, if I'm not going to atrophy more time.